Okay, so this video we're going to learn how to use a suspension strap. This is the tutorial. So I'm going to teach you all the different movements that we're going to be using, teaching you some of the different ways to progress it, some ways that you can challenge yourself and make it easier. So this workout is going to teach you how to use it. You may watch this video 2, 3, 4 times and then go straight to the workout on your regular routine. So this video is going to be all about teaching you how to do the workouts. So we're going to start with the upper body. And I like to keep the handles about 3 inches above the knee. You're going to gauge where you feel most comfortable, but just as a good general rule of thumb, you want to keep the handle about 3 to 4 inches above the knee. And this is going to work for both upper body and lower body. So that's why I like to keep a universal length of it. Again, you're going to play with the height and kind of feel what movements you feel would be better, lower, or higher. Your strap that you bought, I'm certain, came with a guide. It kind of gives you some recommendations. Again, they're not all going to be this one. You may get the actual TRX strap or a knockout version like I have. They're all going to give you the same workout. You're just going to learn how to play with your strap. So we're going to start off with the upper body. The first workout that we're going to go over is the row. And there's 2 rows that we're going to be doing. The first row is going to be challenging the inside of our back. So I'll give you a view from behind, and then I'll kind of angle out to show you this side view. So the row, I start here. I'm positioned, hips straight. My stomach is tight. My fronts of my shoes are lifted off the ground. So from this position here, my fronts of my shoes are off the ground, hips straight, stomach tight. Again, I can add weight by walking down. I can remove that weight by walking the back under my hip. When you first start any of these workouts, just kind of start about right here. You'll slowly be able to add weight as you progress in the workout. So the grips are strong on the handles. Hips straight, fronts of the shoes off the ground, stomach tight, and I'm going to start the movement. Every rep I do from this position is a breathing tempo of an exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. And I'm going no faster than this. I want my muscles to work on the way up, and I want them to work on the way down. So this would be the mid row. Again, from the back, so you can see the positioning of my elbows and my back. Snug to my waist. Snug to my waist. I would say do about 15 reps to kind of gauge, learn a little bit about the muscle endurance required for it. And that's going to really give you a good chance to kind of learn where you need to be in reference for the angle. The next one, we're going to lift our elbows up. This is the high row. This one's going to challenge the lat muscle right here on the sides. So from the back, it looks like this. So on the way up, again, I exhale and I squeeze my shoulder blades together with a nice slow drop. Make sure your grip is strong on the handles. You're going to often take breaks. Your forearms are going to fatigue, your grip's going to fatigue, but that's a good thing because you're actually strengthening and training those muscles the entire time we're doing this workout. From the side view, the row looks like this. Same thing. Heels up, elbows up, back down. Elbows up, back down. Same thing. 15 reps, working through each 2 of those back workouts. The next 2 are for the bicep work. So the first bicep movement, what I want to do is I want to turn my fingers up to the ceiling. So I'm gripping it like this. Fingers up top. So I'm gripping it tight, making sure my elbows stay lined up with my shoulders. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift myself up, bringing my forehead to my fingers. Notice up top, my elbows are not dropping and they're not raising. I'm keeping everything lined up. My hips stay straight. Bending forward 90 degree, back down. And I want to make sure I go down and I don't lock my elbow out. I want to keep it about right there. So that way when I drop on the way down, right there. Keeps the muscles moving the whole time. So that's the bicep curl, straight up top. The second one, I'm going to be curling my knuckles into my chest. So from the front view, this is what it's going to look like. I'm curling up, here, back down. Here, back down. Making sure my knuckles touch right in the center of my chest. My elbows should be shoulder high. Same tempo. Exhale. inhale. Making sure my hips are straight. Keep your stomach tight. Fronts of the shoes lifted off the ground. This is what that looks like from the side. Here. Here. Here from the back, it looks like this. So again, what I'm doing up top is I'm curling, bringing my knuckles into each other, elbows high. This is going to work the outer part of the bicep. First movement we're doing is working this range of motion here. The second one is working this range of motion here, targeting the first workout here, second workout on the side of the bicep. So they both challenge the muscle, just two separate parts of it. The next one we're going to do is me turning over now. So now what I do is the exact opposite. Now my heels come off the ground. What never changes though is I need to make sure my hips stay straight. And I got to make sure my stomach stays tight. I want to protect my lower back by all means, pretty much anytime you're doing workouts. Engage those core muscles so your lower back does not have to strain any more than it probably already is. So when you're doing the chest press, again, I walk my legs back. The further back my legs go, the more body weight I add. So I keep my heels off the ground. My hands are under my shoulders, just like this. And I'm just going to bend my elbows 90 degree, back up. 90 degree, back up. Inhale down, exhale up. Now if your shoulders feel like they're tightening up and pinching, all you do is bring your elbows in, and you can do this push-up here. This push-up here. Turning the knuckles out, elbows up. This will be your chest press. And there's variations to the chest press. If you turn your knuckles out, you can actually turn this into a chest fly. Both knuckles out, I bend my arms about 45-degree angle, and I lower like a crane, back up. Lower, inhale, exhale. The other variation of the chest press would be called a clock press. So both arms, everything starts the same. On the way down, one arm is going to bend 90 degree, the other arm is going to bend 45 degree. It's going to look like this. One arm's 90, the other arm's 40, exhale up. One arm 90, the other arm 40, exhale up. The three movements would be the chest press, straight down and up, exhale up. Turn the knuckles out, the chest fly, exhale up. One arm bends 90, one arm 40 for the clock press, left to right, if you're going to add that one in. The final workout for the upper body is the tricep extension. So on that one, I bring my elbows lined up with my shoulders, heels are off the ground, hips are straight. I'm bending my arms, again, 90 degree, but now I'm dropping my forehead to my knuckles here. Extend away. What you want to avoid doing is this. I don't want my elbows to lift up because I want to focus exclusively on the back arm. This is for the tricep. So I'm right here. I'm doing the extension away and I'm dropping slow. Extension away, dropping slow. You want to make sure your wrist stays straight. You don't want your wrists to bend too much because you want to work those forearm muscles. And you want to keep your wrists safe, of course. So one more time, the tricep extension from the front view. Just like this. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. From the side, drop in 90, extend it up. Now on the foot placement, the wider your legs go, the more base you give yourself so you can slowly progress on it. Once you start to bring those legs closer together, it is going to challenge your balance, so it is a little bit more advanced movement. But that's the goal to work towards, bringing those legs together so that way you focus on staying in a straight line, controlling your balance. This makes the stomach work a lot harder. So that's something you're working towards. I always would say start wide, get familiar with it, get comfortable with it, and once you're ready, you start bringing those legs together. A couple of tips to help, especially when you're facing forward at first. If you feel you need to, what you can do is stagger a leg in the front. This will allow you to transfer the weight front to back until you get comfortable, you feel your muscles are strong enough, then you slowly walk that leg back. putting more weight onto the body. The same thing can apply for the tricep extension. Putting a foot forward, extending, little by little you bring the foot back, 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 until you're all the way lined up, shoes together, extending on it. So those are gonna be the core upper body workouts that you're using with the strap. Believe me when I tell you, you can do this every day. For a month, it does not get easier. But what does happen is you get stronger. So you actually start to push yourself harder. So that when I say it doesn't get easier, it's only because you're continuously progressing. That's my favorite thing about the strap. It's safe, it's all body weight. It's challenging your core, your balance. It's isolating each muscle individually. It's safe on the joints, and anybody can do it. I've trained a lot of clients with this strap that's helped them rehab from many different injuries. You know, they've had accidents, car accidents, back issues, knee issues, medical conditions that we've helped them recover with. So trust me when I tell you this strap is 100% a valuable piece of equipment that you can do, and you can do it all the time. Just make sure that you're staying safe with the strap, you're taking the rest breaks. Your forearms are gonna get fatigued really quick, your grip's gonna start to add up. So I suggest taking breaks. Challenge yourself, but you can always add weight and subtract weight anytime you want. That's the beauty to it. So that's why I say you can always progress it and make it harder. So these are your upper body workouts. So in the workout that we put it all together, this is going to flow in a systematic, non-stop movement. So get familiar with the workouts. Again, watch this video a few times. Understand how to leverage yourself. Understand focusing on taking your time, nice and slow. The breathing, as you're pulling yourself up, you exhale. On the way down, you inhale. On the flip side, on the way down, you inhale. On the way up, you exhale. The breathing tempo is going to be very important. It's going to help you keep your endurance a lot longer. It's going to make this workout fun. Trust me, this is an addicting workout because every part of your body is going to work no matter what. Just by simply holding yourself on the strap, all your muscles are firing off and engaging. So definitely play with this. Watch this video a few times. Master these basic movements, because in the workout, we put it all together and we're going boom, 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 non-stop. So take the time, drink water throughout the workout, stretch your forearms out, which I definitely encourage. This might even just be your workout for a while. Doing these workouts, 15 reps each, do it 2 to 3 rounds, boom, you'll be flatlined. Believe me though, when I say it's a good flatline, every single muscle in your body, muscles you didn't even know you had. A muscle inside this muscle is gonna be sore, and it's a thing of beauty. So try it out, play back this video a few times, and when you feel you're ready, that's when you progress over to the suspension full body workout. Look out for the next video where we're gonna hit the legs up. All right, get to work. Okay, so now we're gonna focus on the legs. So we wanna target every part of the body and the leg from the top of the hip all the way down, shooting back the front of the legs and the back. So we're gonna start off with what's called the hack squat. Now there's a machine that you can use in gyms where you're laying at an incline and you load weight plates up on the side and you're extending your legs up and down. That's called a hack squat. So we're gonna simulate that using the strap, using our own body weight. So for this movement, I wanna make sure my arms stay straight the whole time. Since I'm using my legs to do the workout, I don't want my arms to help me assist. They are very simply holding me up. My grip is strong. The straps are allowing me to create a slant for an incline, but I don't want my arms to help with the workout. So I want to exclusively work my legs. So when I'm doing the hack squat, my arms stay straight. I walk my legs out a couple of steps, lifting up the fronts of my shoes. Hips are straight. Remember to keep your stomach tight. Squeeze those glutes up. Just push those hips up. Squeeze them up tight. And as you're moving, arms stay straight. Remember, don't cheat on me. I can see you guys. So make sure you stay safe. Fronts of the shoes up. Arms are straight. And I'm driving my hips down towards my heels at an angle. Notice my knees are not leaning forward. My knees are staying lined up as I drive down at an angle. Sitting deep into my hips. Then on the way up, I use all leg. Inhale down. Exhale up. Fronts of the shoes stay off the ground. The reason, especially for this one, I want my shoes, the fronts to be up, is what it's going to do is it's going to work this shin muscle. It's a muscle that 9 out of 10 people simply never target. There's not many workouts that we can do to target it. Most common thing I get, and it blows my mind, is people had no idea there was a muscle right here. There's a muscle in your shin. Shin splints happen all the time, and is most of the time due to deficiency in muscle right here. Notice, check this out. Look at what I'm doing. What do you think's moving right here? That's not my bone, that's a muscle. This guy right here is a muscle. If anybody does kicking, kickboxing, Muay Thai, this muscle right here, 100% gets activated. You kick the bag, it hurts. You're hurting yourself because you're hurting your muscle that you've never trained before. So these motions right here, you're just flexing the muscles right there. Clear as day, look at that thing. Okay, so make sure when you're doing this, you keep the fronts of the shoes off the ground, engaging those shin muscles. On the way down, arms stay straight. On the way up, pushing off my heels, all the way up top. Inhale, exhale. Hack squat is great for targeting the upper part of the quad and right inside those hip flexors. So again, keep the arms straight. The next one, now we bend the arms and we keep the arms bent. I don't want to use my arms to do any of my leg work. They're simply holding me up. This is the pistol squat. So now I bend my arms, keep my elbows tight to my hip, my arms stay nice and snug. My right leg is coming up. It's coming up. So the higher I bring my leg, which would be max straight up in the air, the more I start to challenge my balance. So as you start this, you may just bring that foot off the ground, even if it's a few inches. You just want to start to challenge this side with one leg off the ground. It's going to be really, really beneficial for isolating just one half of the body. Most people that are right-handed or left-handed, we use that to overcome the deficiency on this side. I'll give you one quick term, that's called Synergistic Dominance. I don't want to talk like that ever again. I like to speak like a human being. The right leg for most right-handers is stronger than the left. This is the reason why we're bringing it off the ground, because I don't want him to help. I want this guy to work exclusively. So the arms stay bent. I'm standing up tall. Left foot flat on the mat. This is where I want my foot flat. Right leg comes up. This would be the ultimate goal. You'll work your way towards it. Then I'm simply dropping 90 degree, back up. 90 degree, back up. Again, the higher this leg, the more your balance gets tested. The lower I go, well, the harder it gets, obviously. So make sure that you find that medium with the leg being up and the lower you go. So you're gonna, again, play with these for a while. These add up quick. This might be your leg workout for a few weeks. If you're doing it 15 reps, maybe 2 to 3 rounds of it. And then you do the same thing on the other leg. Again, we're challenging each individual leg exclusively with no help from the arms. This can always be gauged as a safety net anytime you need to. If you're losing balance, that heel can touch the ground, that's fine. You're not gonna die. You just wanna focus and try your best to keep that leg off the ground. Make this guy work. The second one is the Curtsy Lunge. Instead of bringing my leg straight up, I'm gonna bend my knee. My knee's gonna stay up here. Then what I'm doing is I'm going to curl it and lunge it behind. Back up. So notice what I'm doing. I'm doing a curtsy lunge. Without the strap, all I'm doing is this. Keeping the strap though allows me to try to keep this leg off the ground. Again, that is the goal. You want to challenge your balance. Challenging your balance makes your stomach work harder. And we can all use it. We can all use the stomach muscles. Keep that lower back safe. So make sure that when you're doing these workouts, you are challenging your balance. Don't make it easy for yourself. Challenge yourself. Little by little, it will increase. That's what this is for. It's a guarantee. If you do it multiple times a week and you're trying your best, you can only get better. That's a fact. Trust me. I do this all the time. My balance wasn't always the greatest, but this absolutely helped with my balance. I do a lot of martial arts. I've done a lot of crazy things, breakdancing. But when you put somebody, even a world-class athlete, in this position and tell them to move, I've seen it happen. I've trained NFL players. I've played college athletes. You put their balance to the test, really quick, it's humbling. So everybody can train themselves. Everybody can enhance their balance. This is a great way to do that safely. And again, I do the same thing on the other leg. It's a curtsy lunge. Minus the hand gesture. All I'm doing is lunging back 90 degree back up with that foot off the ground. All right. So you got the hack squat. You got the pistol squat on both legs. You have a curtsy lunge on each leg. Last one we're going to add to this is the hamstring curl. My favorite of all. So for this one, Go to your booklet on how to adjust your handles, and I'm going all the way down. And I get to lay down for this one. It's a good time. So we lay down. I want to put my heels inside the foot cradles. So I lay flat on my back. Make sure your legs are directly under the anchor, which is what your strap is tied to. Pull your knees into the chest. Drop your heels inside the cradles. Your toes should be in the air. This is going to lock your shoes inside these cradles. Make sure you keep your heels heavy in them. And then I'm just going to start here laying flat on my shoulders, hands to the side, and I prop my hips up. Propping my hips off the ground immediately has to make me activate my glutes and hamstrings. So make sure that you are clenching your glutes. I'm going to do a few reps, and then I'll talk you through the details. Here we go. Breathing the whole time, in the nose, out the mouth. If I want to progress it, I curl, hips up, hips down, heels out. Curl, hips up, hips down, heels out. So when you're doing the hamstring curl, it's going to be important that you put your hands to the side just to help those legs from swinging pendulum style. So I put my hands propped, shoulders flat, and my hips come off the ground. The goal would be to keep the hips up the whole time. Again, you need to rest when your body tells you to. Please, I've said that in that last video. I will say it in every video. I will say it to you face to face on the Facebook group and every class I teach here in my gym. Make sure you listen to your body. Make sure you're taking the breaks when you need to. Make sure you're drinking water. On the hamstring curl, you're laying down. Hips off the ground as you're activating the muscles. Put the hips down when you need to rest. That's it. Please do that. Listen to your body. It's safe. It's important. If you're doing this workout, you're probably in your home, your garage. Maybe you're out of town in a hotel. You got your strap with you. It's just you. Or maybe you and your doggy or your little baby. Just make sure that you're not trying to impress anybody. Listen to your body. You got plenty of time. This is a lifestyle. There's no short-term journey. You may have a short-term goal you're working towards, but the journey continues on after that. So take your time. Stay safe. Listen to your body. So when you're doing a hamstring curl, your hips are up, your hands down to prop your hips up. You're curling. You're curling your heels in, and it's a slow movement. When you add the hip thrust, you're activating those glutes. So making sure you take your time. Every movement that we've done, upper body and lower body, require you to do slow, controlled movements. Inhale in the nose, exhale out the mouth, keeping your stomach tight. Making sure that you're lined up straight as a board. Making sure on the way up, you move slow. On the way down, you move slow. Every movement you're doing, it should be slow and controlled, so you challenge yourself every aspect of every single rep. This is how you maximize your time frame. Again, you shouldn't be doing mass amounts of reps with this. Slow it down, that way you maximize every rep. I suggest start off with 15 reps, go through a whole upper body workout, do it 2 or 3 times. Once your body's adjusted to it, you're comfortable, then you go on to the whole full workout. Same thing with the legs. 15 reps, 2 or 3 times rotating through them. Put that all together because that's what the workout is. We're going straight through it. So again, play with the video, learn how to adjust weight, how to subtract weight, taking the breaks when you need to, do an upper body workout, do the lower body. Maybe you do them separate days, maybe you do them together every other day. Again, you play with it, you're gonna learn about yourself because we also have our dumbbell training videos. So you're going to start to slowly figure out how you wanna factor those in. Maybe the dumbbell workouts is something you only wanna do once a week and this is more beneficial for you. Everybody's gonna be different. You can come with me with specific questions on the Facebook group. I'll help you out individually, make some recommendations, but I'm giving you a toolbox and a ton of information to learn how to do workouts appropriately with dumbbells and straps and then creating a workout that makes sense. If you need help creating it, I'm the guy. You find me on the Facebook group. So play with it, try it out, get familiar with it. When you're ready with these 2 separate workouts, upper body, lower body, you head over to the full workout video and then the party starts. We get to work, it's a ton of fun. Trust me, this is gonna change your life. I'm so excited for you to try this. Believe me, I love the strap. Get to it. You got questions in the middle of it, hit pause, click to the Facebook group, say, yo Gil, what's this all about, what's up? I'm there, hit me up. I'll talk to you guys soon.